Yes, so looking forward to this.
We have the men's A 1500 metres, and what a lineup we have. From that lineup, I believe we are missing Stewie McSwain, who we did expect to be racing tonight, but I don't believe will be on that start line. But hip numbers that we do have, hip number 1 is Hamish Carson of New Zealand. Hip number 2, Jordan Williams of Old Melburnians. Hip number 3, Callum Davies of Queensland. Hip number 4, Jai Edwards, New South Wales. Hip number 5, Ben Buckingham, St Stephen's. Hip number 6, Elliot McGoran of New South Wales. Hip number 7, Ryan Gregson of Queensland. Hip number 8, Rory Hunter of New South Wales. Hip number 9, Adam Spencer, Glenn Huntley. Hip number 10, Matthew Ramsden, WA. And hip number 11 was Stewie McSwain, but as we said, we don't believe he's going to be towing the line tonight, unfortunately.
So Alex Gruen to take the pace. I think he got bronze medal in the Victorian Mile Championship here at the Box Hill track. So Gruen not long back from the UK and running himself into good form. So we'd expect him, I'm not sure what the pace strategy is. I'm not sure if we're privy to that at this point, Michael.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have heard that a couple are going to aim to go under that Olympic qualifying standard of 3:35 dead for this race, for the men's 1500. So, yeah, pace for that would be 57 seconds per lap. So Alex Gruen, you'd assume would be setting him up for the first couple of laps at around that 1:54 through the first 800 or thereabouts.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of interest as they go through that mark, Michael. We'll try and pick that up as they go through.
Matthew Ramsden, one person who has gone under the mark ever so slightly with a 3:34.97. Someone else to watch, obviously, Rory Hunter. Jai Edwards had that massive win at Melbourne Track Classic, Tim.
Yeah, and also Canberra. That's where we saw the best of Jai Edwards, where he just ran a beautiful race there in Canberra. And he will be very interested to see how close he can get. We've got some of the up-and-comers as well. We have got Callum Davies, World Under-20 rep. You've got Elliot McGoran, also, born in 01. Adam Spencer, what do you say? 3:41 to win the big champs, and then 3:39 at the MTC. That was a great run by Adam, and he's certainly maturing beautifully. So let's see what it's good to see Adam in these races, and let's see if he can get another sub 3:40 to his name, which is a mark that not so long ago was pretty rare to see in Australia, and now we are seeing it over and over again. And let's see if we can get a few more. I think Callum Davies has got a best of 3:40.05, so I think Callum would definitely love to be in that sub 3:40. And what a racer Callum Davies is, though. This is one guy who never disappoints. He's a good tactician. He'll always have himself in good position, and that's one I'll really be watching, as well as McGoran. And then, of course, you've got, Ramsden.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't even mentioned Gregson, because it's a given that he's just gonna have a strong run. Hamish Carson, we haven't mentioned him. He's a Rio
he's a 3:36.25 runner. So
just throw him in the mix.
And Geordie Williams, of course, you can see Geordie getting ready there, and let's just see how he settles himself into this race. Probably was disappointed with his Melbourne Track Classic performance, and let's see if both Gregson and Williams probably didn't think that was the best of themselves, and let's see if they can pull something more out tonight here on the perfect night at Box Hill, because the MTC night was far from perfect. So Rory Hunter, another one of the Team Telford runners there as well. We're just getting the crowd in order here, a bit of crowd control.
Thank you to Nick Wall on the mic.
Nick Wall on your stadium mic, and they are ready to go. So 3:35 the Olympic qualifying stand. You've got Carson, Williams. All right, so Gruen to the outside there in the Old Melburnians uniform, just edging over, having a look across. That was a nice way of doing it. Now he'll just settle, and Ramsden's going with him. So you've also got Jai Edwards in a good position, and I think you're going to watch that from Edwards. He's not going to let anyone get too far ahead in this race. He's now going to try and assert himself and say that, I have arrived on the Australian scene.
And it is almost our top 5 from the Melbourne Track Classic, settling in at top 5 right now with the likes of Hunter, Gregson, Williams and Spencer. All in a bit of a train, but, you know, their PBs suggest they would be at this point. Gruen, they've just run past us like a stampede, Tim, and they sound quick. The time that we're looking for is 57 seconds per lap, or a tick under that would be nice to set them up. Ramsden, he wants another Olympic qualifier tonight. 56 seconds going through that first 400. Hamish Carson in the yellow we see rounding Adam Spencer and settling in behind Williams.
So Gruen doing a good job there. He's got Ramsden and also Hunter, Gregson, McSwain. Gap then to Carson, then Spencer, Davies, Buckingham. Then we've got McGoran and Hunter.
Jai Edwards absolutely making the most of this opportunity. Gregson just sitting in behind
good move
him.
There by Carson though. He had to latch on and he did. Gap then to Spencer.
Ramsden just setting himself up nicely. As
Gruen
soon as
working
Gruen...
hard now, but he's going to get them through on time. Ramsden looking really comfortable.
He is, and he always does, especially if he's paced around the track for a couple of laps. They need to go through into 154 to set up that Olympic qualifier of 335, and they are going to do that.
Right on it, Gruen will step off.
5, 6,
So Gruen's done it for them now. Ramsden leads. Edwards sitting in perfect position there. Gregson looking quite strong at the moment. Carson now just dropping back, and you see Davies starting to move forward. McGoran going with him past Spencer.
And it'll be interesting to see what sort of kick Gregson has in later stages. We've seen him in that position a few deep in the field so many times, but on the world stage in Diamond Leagues. Let's see what he can do at Box Hill track tonight as he sits in third position right on Jai Edwards' heels as he trails Ramsden, looking ever so strong, making it look easy out in front.
Edwards looks like he's got the go here, Michael. I think he's got the momentum. Gregson going with him, but Ramsden stretches out. That was a good move. So Ramsden looking impressive.
1 lap to go. They need a 56 to close to get that Olympic qualifying standard. They need to increase the pace ever so slightly, but not all that much.
As Williams making the move. So Gregson looks like he wants to go to the outside there as they come into the back straight the last time. So Ramsden still leading. Gregson still tucking in. Edwards in good position, but can he go with Ramsden? Can he challenge?
Is a race of 3 out the front. Williams has just dropped off. We can see the likes of Rory Hunter and Davies off the block, but it is Ramsden leading the way ahead of Edwards. Gregson, we've seen himself in that position so many times as Ramsden extends his lead, although Edwards isn't going to let him get away too easily.
I think this could be Edwards' race. Let's see if Ramsden can hold him off, but Edwards just firing up now. He has arrived on the Australian team. So Jai Edwards, Team Telford, what a win. Let's look at the time. He might be right there. It's going to be close, but Jai Edwards once again takes the win. He knows how to win a race. Good running there from Ramsden and Gregson. Gap back then to Williams, I think, in next. But wow, what do you say, Jai Edwards?
We're going to need to check those official results, but regardless of the time that we see on the results page, that was a once again another race. That was unreal. As you said, he has stamped his mark on the Australian scene. That's another win for Jai Edwards over 1,500 metres.
Nationals, knowing how to win a race is just essential, because that could be what it gets down to when it comes to the Olympic selections.
It says so many people now running under 340. It's becoming normal, but you've got to be the best of them running under 340. Correct. And Edwards is making sure he's doing that.
35, and let's see if we can get him under at some stage. So Edwards straight over to Ramsden and Gregson, congratulating them. So good camaraderie there between the boys.